This is Kendra,
And this is Brianna. Welcome to Camp Comparisons.
where she's in one camp and I'm in the other. So our biggest news that we have was that there was 2 hurricanes.
Yeah. That's why this podcast is coming out like a week late, or maybe 2 weeks late. I don't know. Time made no sense during hurricane. Everything was closed.
Yeah, it was crazy. I'm sure, if you live in Florida, you understand. And if you don't live in Florida, you probably have an idea from all the news. But yeah, we were distracted and we just now got to get together and have some time to do our next bonus episode.
Yes, which is covering the Percy Jackson movie and comparing it to the show,
I guess.
In the book.
Yeah.
A little bit both.
We have things to say, but we won't go, we all know that the movie's, horrible. So we won't go
very different.
Very different. So we're not going to go into it, like details, but there is going to be, we do want to see how it does different for how the TV show did it, because this is a Percy Jackson comparison podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only other news before we get out of news is that the second book in this new series that Rick Riordan is writing about Percy Jackson, The Wrath of the Triple Goddess, came out during this time while we were distracted by hurricanes.
Which is super exciting.
Yeah, we haven't read it yet, and that's all there is. I've read the first book.
Yes.
Did you ever read the first book?
Yes, I did. Chalice of the Gods.
Yeah. So we'll read the second one when we get a chance.
I'm just excited to get more Percy Annabeth.
I know.
Just stuff like that.
That's just fun. Although now I have to take out the movie Annabeth picture from my head.
I guess so.
We got 3 very different Annabeths, man.
Yeah, that's part
of my Annabeth, movie Annabeth, and TV Annabeth is so different. It's amazing. Okay.
Yeah. So for my notes, I did not sit and list out the differences between this and the show because there's just too many. So for me, this is mostly things that the movie got right that the show didn't get right.
Interesting. Oh, I have those notes too.
I then also do have similarities between the show and the movie, but there's only like 4 of them. There's very few similarities between them. But so I also did some of that. I did make a few notes on like set differences.
Okay.
Because specifically the sets were interesting to me. But yeah.
I just made notes of what
so different.
Yeah.
So we weren't
going to write every difference. No, I get that too. It was really what stuck out to me the most. I just made notes of things that stuck out to me. So we'll see how this goes. Well, it is a comparison. It's just what are we comparing it exactly to? We'll see.
Just the whole everything. It's just being compared to everything, kind of.
And I think spoiler-wise, we are going to spoil the movie.
Yep.
We're going to spoil the TV series. So
yeah.
Okay. Good.
Cool.
I wanted to start with overall impressions because by that small little conversation we have, I realize our overall impressions are different. So give me your overall impression after you watch the movie. What did you think?
It was just so bad. It's just a bad movie. It's really cringy. And the character interactions all seem so forced and weird. Like, the dynamics between the trios is awful.
Yeah.
It's just bad. But it's also funny in the badness. And there's certain parts that are supposed to be funny that actually are funny. And I like their music choices. Like super, like Highway to Hell.
They did have good
literally
music.
Going to Hades.
Yeah.
Or Poker Face while they're in the, that's funny. And the whole using an iPhone as, the mirror is just...
Okay, wait, we're not getting it. We're going overall impressions, not the deets.
Right.
Okay.
Overall,
so I thought this was funny because I went in going like, oh my God, that movie was so horrible. I can't believe to watch it. And then I was like, oh wow, this is more enjoyable than I thought. So we went in totally different and came out totally different.
Yeah.
So I don't disagree with it being cringy, and I don't disagree with the 3 having a horrible whatever. Logan Lerman, though, is a great actor.
Yeah.
I thought he was a great actor. Right? I'm not so sure about the other 2. And I don't like the representation of Grover.
But I think as an actor, the guy who plays Grover isn't a bad for the character he's portraying.
No, he
isn't Grover. But but whoever he is portraying, he's doing it well.
And it was very cringy.
But he's definitely not big Grover in any way, shape, or form at any point ever.
Yeah.
So.
But what I did, the reason I enjoyed it when I watched it is because of a lot of the things that I complained about in the TV show, they did it right in the movie.
Like,
that's
more
crazy.
Funny?
No. There was no humor. The humor in here, I know.
There was
the humor in here was
jokes.
No, you're right. The humor in here was though mostly Grover.
Yeah.
And I wasn't particularly a fan of Grover's humor.
But there was a few other times. I think I marked them down in my
Okay, cool.
notes, so we might get to them.
No. The humor of Percy Jackson as the books was not displayed in this movie.
No.
And was not displayed all the way in the TV series. It was some. We had it some with what's his name, because he's good, Walker. But the things that I liked were how they did some of the scenes more to the book specifications than the movie. I didn't like particularly I didn't like everything about the scene, but I liked that they did.
Like,
I don't know how to explain it until I go to it. Until
it was like kind of taken exactly from the pages of the book.
Yes.
It's just it wasn't acted out very well.
Yes, there was. Yeah, my conclusion is this: it was a movie, so it only had a couple hours, right?
Yeah.
Where the TV show had more time,
right?
So it did have to cut out a lot of things,
but
they did kind of stay true to the book on a few things. Although this throwing in this whole pearls thing, like I don't know why they felt like that was necessary, but that's fine. But the whole point is there were certain things they did follow. They did follow the book a lot better in movie 1 than they did in movie 2.
Yes.
Movie 2, I don't know what they were doing.
They didn't even try.
It was like they gave up. So anyway, so I did appreciate that. So that's kind of like my overall take from it.
I agree. I was actually surprised. Like I said, this is like 3 pages full of notes, and where most of them are things that they got right from the book. So they would like get these details or these certain scenes, like, oh wow, that's so accurate, so accurate. But then they would just be like, the overarching story is so completely changed that it's hard to appreciate those moments unless you're looking for them. Because like their ages are super different.
Yeah.
Cronus is involved. Ares never shows up.
There's no Clarice.
There's no
Clarice.
Yeah,
there's a whole bunch of weird things.
Much that's just not even, it's just so weird that it's hard to appreciate the things that they actually did get right, because you're just being like, what?
And while I can appreciate that some movies you shove in a lot in a movie, I also know that like if they were to have gone through this with a really good Percy Jackson fan, they could have figured out a way to still throw in some of those things to make the actual overall story work out okay.
And do you know how we know this?
Without Rosario Dawson Persephone trying to hook up with Grover. Like unnecessary, 30 seconds of the movie we could have had Clarice come in and push him in I don't know,
Yeah. We could have had so many better things happen. Yes. Also, we know that you can do this because Harry Potter, the first 2 movies, which were directed by the same person.
He did such a good job on Harry Potter.
I just can't even comprehend. It's like, I love him so much, but I also now hate him.
I know. I had the same thing. Like, how?
But
how did you do that?
There is a way. Like, they stuck so well to the overarching themes of all 7 books, even though they all weren't out even yet when the first movie came out. And, like, the details, but still making it fit properly.
I think they had a much bigger budget. And I think Christopher Columbus was more of a Harry Potter fan than he was a Percy Jackson. I think they hired him from Percy Jackson thinking, oh, he did such a great job on Harry Potter. And his heart wasn't into it the same.
No.
Yeah. Okay, good. So let's get into what our comparison thoughts are.
Yeah.
Why don't you start? I have to start for right the very, very beginning. Do you?
Yeah, me too, okay. Which is Poseidon coming out of the ocean, right? And I noticed right away that he's like giant sized. And that they never show a giant-sized god in the TV series.
Yeah.
But they do have, like, a big throne that you see and stuff. Like, you get the idea that they are sometimes larger, like in Hades' palace. But you never see the 12-foot or however 10-foot, 15-foot.
Well, Christopher Columbus did figure that out with Hagrid, so maybe he knew the tech on how to do that. Well, I was just, even before that, it starts out with thunder and lightning, and so does the TV series.
Oh.
So there's a similarity. They both start out with thunder and lightning.
Actually representing Zeus and not the fucking.
Oh, that's true. So the movie actually is representing Zeus, not Poseidon.
With the thunder.
Yeah. Although the TV series did do it better by having Percy's voiceover talking and saying the beginning lines of the book, which we don't get.
Yeah, the beginning here, it just gives away the whole thing right away. It's
like, oh, hey, there's a lightning bolt. It's been stolen.
And also, Percy is Poseidon's son. Like, you're just like, oh, okay.
I really jumped right into it. So, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Oh, also, when he meets Zeus on Empire State Building, which, they're meeting on the actual Empire State Building, not in Olympus, but whatever. They say it's been many years.
Yeah, they haven't seen each other or talked to each other.
What?
There's no Olympic meeting that happened, clearly.
I was like, Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
that was funny.
And then, like you said, we're just giving the whole plot right there. Like, okay, this is what's happening. We think Percy Jackson's doing it. You better bring it back by this. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay.
Maybe they thought they needed to spell it out for us silly
Right
people.
at the beginning.
Right from the beginning.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. And then we switch to Percy and he's in the pool. And I thought, so he's like in the pool, he's underwater for 7 minutes, whatever.
Is there anything like that in the books? In the beginning?
No.
Does he sit in a pool on the ground?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. I was like, am I missing something?
What we get with his like water powers or fondness of water or whatever is just his like canoeing skills when they're trying to figure out what he's good at.
Oh, that's true. At the camp.
Mhm.
But at least we don't get a flashback of Percy refusing to swim.
So that's literally what I wrote.
Okay.
I was like, okay, this whole like thing of him like being like in the water and so like this isn't a thing from the books at all.
Right.
But at least he likes water. He's a fan of swimming.
So we can say plus point. We can almost do a point system if we want here.
Sure.
Plus, although no, it's hands down the TV series is better. Yeah. But a plus point to the movie that Percy enjoys water.
He actually likes swimming and likes being in the water.
Yeah. They're teenagers.
Yeah.
They're not 11.
Like 17.
Yeah, they're not 11-year-olds.
Yeah.
So that was immediately a difference.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's Yancey Academy.
Yeah, except for it's not a boarding school.
No, because he goes home to his mom. I wrote that down too.
So, whatever. And when we do get home, we do get a Gabe that sucks way more. He does mostly properly suck like he should.
He does, 100%.
He's awful.
And they say he smells.
Yes.
So they point out that he smells.
Yes.
Which is really, it's still to me an important detail because it explains to you why Sally's married this guy.
And then it gets, I wrote about it later when it happens, but it also does get properly explained to Percy that is why they're with, that's the whole reason. Yes. The whole thing. It gets properly explained.
And then he's like, oh wow, my mom did that for me. Like, that should have been shown in the TV series.
But the thing is it didn't even seem like Sally and Gabe were in a relationship that Sally very much didn't want to be in the TV show.
Oh, that's true.
It seemed like they were just in a relationship.
That maybe got bored with after a while or
Gabe
something.
was like kind of annoying, but like she seemed to be able to handle him just fine.
That's true.
So it's so hard to...
So they did follow. You don't get the idea that Gabe is beating Sally. You don't get the idea. I mean, but Logan, Percy. He's gross and weird and rude and mean, and she does kind of put up with him by getting his beer and stuff like that. But you can tell. But Percy's also doesn't like bow down to him at all. Although I don't think he does in the books either. He just kind of gives in a little bit. His mom freaks out. Yeah,
like, she'll be like, "Please, like, let's not make this harder than it needs to be." And then he'll listen to her, but he definitely
doesn't give him any kind of respect or anything.
No.
Did you notice though? Before we get to Sally, when they show him in class, they show Mrs. Dodds, and she says, first of all, she says, I'm Miss Dodds.
Instead of Mrs.
She's not Mrs.
Whatever.
Why?
I don't know.
And then, did you see the quote she wrote on the chalkboard? It had the word Fury in it. And I thought that was so funny. It was like something about Fury.
I was like, no reason, she's the substitute English teacher instead of algebra teacher. Like, there's just no reason to change that.
Make her algebra. Well, except for to put that quote.
I think it was dyslexia. I guess they were trying to, like, because then he instantly looks at the board and can't read.
They could have wrote a word problem on the board.
They could have.
Yeah. But it is almost like she's like testing him. Can he read this? Because having
dyslexia.
Having dyslexia is like a sign for her to like smell out this demigod, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think she has any doubt in her mind. I think she's just picking on him. Actually,
she's just picking on him. Yeah,
like she's like, I know you can't read this. Let me make you uncomfortable now.
So, anyways, that's whatever it is. I just made that note because I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't notice these things, but I wasn't also paying a lot of attention to the movie when I watched it last time.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So we go right to Met.
Yep.
Which is kind of like the book, right?
It's normal. It's fine. Nothing crazy or different happens.
Well, no Nancy.
No. But Mrs. Dodds does take him away.
Inside the building instead of in front of all the people. Yeah. So that was correct per the book.
Yeah, but then it's weird because then Grover and
so yeah, the
Chiron show.
Well, the turning into the thing and accusing him, that's all the same in the book. But then Grover and Chiron,
both of them show
up, and all he says is release him, and she releases him.
Yeah, no, but they also
there's
say,
no sword.
Like, no, there's no sword. But Chiron like threatens her, like, I'll tear you to pieces or something. Totally. And they also are saying they're definitely trying to give information here. They're like, they're saying other things to her. I can't remember now, but they're like they say a lot to her.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, they don't. So this goes completely different than both the book and the TV show. They don't try to pretend it never happened.
Yeah,
There is no more time at the. They're just like, you better
you have to go
take him right now. Go with Grover, and Grover's like, I'm your protector. He does do the thing like, okay, I'm you being my protector, but and they do say the "you are special" line.
Yep.
So Percy gets that.
Yep.
In all three,
but
places.
He does believe it much faster.
He does live much faster. Also, Grover does not betray him.
No.
So in this case, I give a check mark to the movie on that point compared to the TV show. No Grover betrayal. Okay, but yeah, so that goes really fast. They go immediately into the house to tell Sally they need to leave.
Yeah, and then I wrote this line, but I can't remember who said it. If it was Grover or Percy, but one of them calls Gabe a bald-headed freak. And I thought that was such a funny line. But now I didn't write who said it, but one of them called him a bald-headed freak, and I was like, that's a good line.
Sounds like Grover.
That's a good one.
Sounds like yeah, the only good thing about this scene right here is we don't get any sitting in the rain.
Yeah.
Sorry, TV series.
For sure.
But we also don't get any Montauk.
Yep.
Oh, but we don't get any nightmares.
Yep. Because there's no
Cronus.
There's no nightmares in the entire
because the whole bad guy is literally just Luke in the first.
Or Hades.
Yeah, like maybe Hades is bad guy. I don't really know if Luke was having
working together.
Well, no, I think he's trying to give the bolt to Hades so that Hades can start a war.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Maybe he doesn't know if Hades knows that. Yeah. But then how did Hades know that he had the bolt? Or think he had the bolt?
Everyone thinks he has
the bolt. Fair enough. So they could or could not be working together. Yeah. Unknown.
Either way, he's definitely not a good guy. Yeah. He's worse than the books. Like Hades is more
totally a bad guy. We got to get to that, but
yeah.
So we do miss Montauk. We don't have nightmares. And they do drive to camp.
Yes, and the Minotaur's coming. Although at first it's just like a giant normal bull.
No, it's not.
When it's first running, it's
no. It looked like some kind of weird thing out of Ghostbusters.
But it was running on all fours.
Sure.
For a bit.
It was running on all fours, but it still looked like something out of Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
but it also picked up a cow and threw it at the car. And it was ugly.
Yeah.
Like,
definitely.
I liked the TV series Minotaur better.
Me too.
Because I don't know what the
series Mrs. Dodds better.
Yeah, me too.
Because even the movie one wasn't really accurate. She had like 3 wings for some reason. She had like 3,
oh, I didn't notice.
Or she had 6 wings, I guess. She had 3 sets of wings.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
like when she flew, they would all like. I was like, "What is this?" It was just it was like a random, like just make her normal.
Yeah, I like the TV series Mrs. Dodds. There is the whole thing about you're a half donkey.
Yes,
no, I'm
the
a half
line
goat.
half donkey, half goat did get in there. Yes,
yeah,
I wrote that down too. But also, Grover also doesn't pass out after the car crash.
I was gonna say no one got hurt in the car crash. They all get out and they're fine.
But that's another that's a similarity between the TV show and the movie.
Yes.
Where in both of them, Grover just doesn't pass out.
Someone was limping, I thought, after the.
Yeah, Grover in the TV show, Grover is limping. And Percy
so at least he's hurt and Percy's helping him. There's at least something there. Yeah.
But in both of them, he stays conscious, which just seems random.
Yeah. They do get to the gate. It's like the gate is where the mom can't get through. Where I think in the
gate
book, there's no gate. Yeah. So in the book, it's just a line. There's just a line, right? She can't get through. Or she wouldn't. The
line where the tree is.
Where the tree is. Okay, so there's no tree because there's no there's obviously no Thalia in this.
Which is funny because Thalia's in the second movie. Remember they do this whole flashback scene of them of the 3 kids running and the Cyclops is after them at the beginning of the second movie. Wow.
Yeah, I just had flashbacks from the musical because at least the musical got it right.
Yeah,
musical did a much better job than the movie did by far.
That's yeah.
Okay, that's a whole nother thing. Okay, but then okay, so the fight is fast. I mean, the mom can't get through. She gets grabbed. She disappears.
Yep.
He decides to fight the Minotaur. The horn gets stuck in a tree.
Yeah.
Pulls it out, stabs him. Mm-hmm. And then
he does have the sword. By the way, he does have the sword.
He has the sword. How?
Because when he left, Chiron gave it to him. Oh. When he left the school, Yancey Academy.
That's right. He said, "Here's a pen." And he's like, "Why a pen?" Yeah.
And then he's like, "What?" And he says, "Click it."
That's right.
But then it ends up not. They end up not using it in the fight.
In the TV series, he has the sword, and in the movie, he has the sword. So they did that the same. Where in the book, he doesn't.
Yes, He doesn't until
in the TV series he had hit the horn with the sword, and the sword flew out of his hand, but it did crack the horn. And so then when he ended up on top of him, he pulls it. Yeah, that wasn't him pulling with all his might and breaking the horn. And then he stabs him. So I don't know. There's little similarities and differences on that. But this was a lot faster. The TV series had a longer fight. Yeah, this was much faster. But here's the deal. He literally just stabs. He doesn't even get tossed around, and then he just faints. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe the head the car crash finally caught up with him.
I was like, why did you faint? And then he wakes up in the infirmary 3 days later. Yeah, that's what they said. Anyways, but this is different.
No infirmary in the book, or it's just
like the big house. Yeah. It's just something in the big house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's a place you go, but like there's like the infirmary being its own building is not a thing.
Yeah, with all these people in it, like they're all constantly getting injured.
Well, that's
which makes sense. Accurate. If you see that camp, though, did you see how many times he walks right in front of the arrows in that movie?
Yes.
Like, do you not look?
He should just walk up behind them. Like they always act like it's the arrow people.
They yell at the arrows.
RJ, look, you here. Stop walking in front of where they're firing.
There's like so much fighting happening every 2 steps they're walking. There's not even any order. It's not like this is the area we're going to do combat. No, this is the archery. It's everywhere. No wonder there's so many people hurt.
Yeah, it was really funny. Crazy. And this is where we see Annabeth. She's fighting.
Yeah, so we don't get the big house. There's no big house. We don't get Mr. D.
Nope.
He just gives him a tour. Grover gives him the tour. There's no. So the first one in the book, Annabeth gives the tour. In the TV show,
no.
Yes,
in the book,
Annabeth gives.
Like Chiron takes over at some point.
Yeah, maybe
because he ends up riding on Chiron's back in the first.
No.
Yes. In the first book.
Well, anyways, Annabeth definitely gives him the tour because she shows up. And
yes,
yeah, and then Mr. Brunner or Chiron gives him the tour in the TV series.
Yes,
and then Luke takes over. And here, Grover gives a tour. So, first of all, you don't get... He literally... Okay, what was I going to say? I did love certain things about the camp. There were certain things about the camp I loved. I did think it was very disorganized, how everybody was fighting all over the place. But I forget what I liked about it. I don't know.
The set seemed... Oh, I know what I liked about it. I wrote it down.
Oh.
I said... there's a lot more obvious ocean in this set. See because they're supposed to be like on the ocean, like right up, like beachfront camp. Like there's
the lake. I don't think it's a beachfront camp. Because remember when he goes to the beach, he's kind of far from camp. It'll take a while for the harpies to get to him. They don't just. He's not just right there.
It's like
the lake. There is the lake.
It's still part of the camp.
Yeah.
Though. And I just remember, I'm like in the TV show. You you see water at like different spots. It's very confusing where the water is in the.
There's not a clear layout in the TV show,
and even this doesn't have a very clear layout. But I feel like in many scenes in the background, you see the ocean. You're like, okay, good. The ocean is there. Like it's here. It's there. Also, his cabin is so weird. No walls. No walls.
Well, first of all, the cabin. One. Oh, hi. This is your cabin. Oh,
he doesn't get
I'm
claimed.
the son of Poseidon. Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. No claiming.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go to Luke's cabin, and he's got this whole thing to himself, and it's just
it's just him. And
I think everyone has their own.
Yeah.
It's humongously big.
But I will say that this Annabeth is also not blonde.
Yeah, no. So fine, we have, like I said, we have 3 very different Annabeths, and that's okay. We can have that.
Yeah, but do you know what's really funny to me that is never? I don't know if it's talked about enough. But in one of the first 5 books, I think in the second or third, when we're doing a basic here's camp, Percy says he looks over at the Athena table and it's full of girls who look kind of like Annabeth, blonde hair, sporty girls. But then in the second series, when we get into Annabeth's head, because you get to be in each person's perspective, when we get in Annabeth's perspective, she mentions that she always felt like she had to try even harder to prove she was smart because of the stereotypical blonde thing. But it's I thought we said that all Athena kids are blonde, so now I'm a little confused.
I think that's just Rick forgetting that he wrote it.
But that's funny though, because it's So either way, whichever version is true, whether all Athena kids are blonde or Annabeth specifically is blonde and it's a character thing, it's both like important for the story, but it's taken out of both the movie and the book, or the movie and the TV show. And I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
Although her being blonde and feeling like she has to make up for it does seem like something you can easily just.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like it doesn't plot wise. It doesn't have to.
Kids being blonde is like if that's a thing, then that should be a thing. But whatever.
But why is Athena blonde?
I guess.
Or she just like she can pick what they look like maybe when she like pops them out of her head.
I assume she's blonde. I don't know. Like I would feel like all Poseidon kids would have dark hair and sea green eyes. Just like all Athena.
We don't know because the only other Poseidon kid we meet is a Cyclops.
Yeah. Who has a brown eye. But I think all Athena kids have at least gray eyes. At the very least, they all have gray eyes. So it's something very unique. About Athena.
That's interesting.
Kids.
Yeah, I don't know. I did. So a couple of things I noted was that this is where we get our first sign that Grover is a womanizer. No, I don't know if womanizer is the right word. What is it? This is where you get the idea that he's just all over the girls.
That's all he's interested in ever.
Yeah, he's definitely.
The Aphrodite
and now
kids,
I think a little bit of that is taken from Greek mythology. Are satyrs like that?
Yeah. So the satyrs like running after nymphs is like very classic.
Well, you meet these nymphs
also,
at the party.
Running after nymphs, to be fair, everyone's running after nymphs.
That's true. We meet these. They call them nymphs at the party, but they're literally in armor, like every other camper.
Right.
I didn't get that, but that's fine. Yeah. So I think they're taking that from just Greek mythology, but
yeah,
it ruins Grover completely because this Grover is so different than the book Grover. Like, there's no similarities except for maybe the fact that he has goat legs. Oh wait, that's what every satyr has.
Yeah, he's just a different satyr, basically.
He's a totally different satyr. So there's also a herd of centaurs running through the camp.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's just a bunch of them. I was like, okay.
Yeah. So okay, that all happened. We get this great cabin. It's actually a great cabin.
It is.
I don't get the whole
I mean, walls.
Is he just changing in the? Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he goes underwater.
Maybe there's a place where you can pull a curtain and change. It goes underwater.
Like a full like desk setup with like a nice desk chair.
Yeah,
you can kind of see it in the background. I was like, okay, random. Like, I don't know. It was just all so weird.
I loved it though. But we do get from here. We do get this. Him giving the information. So Mr. Brunner, Chiron is giving the information here about the big three. And stuff like that. And the lightning bolt. So that is the same, but that was done with Mr. D.
Right.
In the TV series.
Yeah.
But we do get that same conversation. Chiron is a lot angrier in the movie than he was in the TV series. Like when he's talking here, he's like, there's like an angriness behind his. It's also Pierce Brosnan, who played didn't he play like James Bond too? And he played Mamma Mia. Whatever. I don't know. Maybe it was just his like twist of it, but there was like some kind of like, I don't know, underlying anger that was like, oh, okay.
Kind of, but then like later on he's cool because he tells Percy, he's like,
I know, he's like, you broke rules.
And that's why you're my favorite student.
I'm like, oh, that's gonna really help him in the future.
Yeah. Also, there's just like no prophecy and there's no quest.
There's no prophecy, no quest. No, we do go right into the flag. What's it called? Capture the flag?
Yes.
Instant differences. Annabeth's on the opposite team.
Yeah, why? It's because, do you know why? It's because there's no Clarice. They've just put Clarice and Annabeth into one character. That's
and then they give us Clarice in the second movie, and she's got more chemistry with Percy than Annabeth does.
I remember watching
She just had that Clarice be Annabeth, and it all would have been okay. Mm-hmm. I can't remember what she looks like, but she was pretty.
She was very pretty. And again, just like the chemistry between the actors.
Oh yeah, the chemistry was weird. Okay, so not only do we get Annabeth on the opposite team, but Percy's actually winning this instead of just being a diversion where he's totally useless. They're like, let's make Percy a hero right away. And I'm like, okay, we don't need to though. The point is that Percy's not
supposed to do that, but
true.
No one talks about them. No one's like, oh, good job for killing the Minotaur. You were such a good hero. Just no one talks about it, so I guess that's why.
Yeah. And having him and Annabeth fight where she looks like she's actually trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Unless, do you think Chiron was like, I want you to try to kill him so that his Poseidon powers come out? And she's like,
I don't think Chiron and Annabeth have a single bit of relationship.
Yeah, well, neither does Luke and Annabeth.
Yeah.
There's no background story between these
Well,
two at all.
Cecilia doesn't exist, so just the whole thing just falls apart really quick. But do you know what's weird?
What?
Is that Grover calls Annabeth Annie like 3 times in this movie, and I was like, why? What is this?
Oh man. Okay. And so we do get from here though. It was so funny. I was trying to remember where I had this idea that Hades showed up in the forest before, like some
Yeah.
time ago. And I'm like, oh, and now I saw it. I was like, oh, it's from the movie.
Yeah,
It's
'cause I
weird
was
that
like-
stuck
I
in my
was like,
head.
No, it's the Hellhound that shows up. It's not Hades that
Yeah.
shows up.
No, and what it is so in the book they have the Hellhound,
A
right?
Hellhound comes out
And then
right
in
after
the-
Capture the Flag ends.
Yes. And in the movie, it's Hades. In the TV series, they don't have it at all.
They don't have anything like that happen.
So it's interesting. So the Hellhound is from Hades, but this time it's actually Hades showing up. So they got a half a point.
No, Hellhound's not from Hades. Luke let in the Hellhound.
Oh, I just thought so much of that was all Hades sending people.
Hades was sending people at some points, but someone from inside the camp,
fairies.
someone from inside the camp would have had to let in a monster.
That's right.
So maybe there was a Hellhound just chilling right outside the border that was sent.
Yeah.
But Luke let in that Hellhound.
That's right. Okay.
So-
So anyway, so Hades shows up and he says, I sent the Minotaur to abduct you.
Yeah.
Do we know that he sent the Minotaur in any of the other series versions of Percy Jackson, or was that Zeus that sent the Minotaur? Because Zeus sends the one on St. Louis Arch.
I can't remember.
I can't remember that one.
I
We
know
know
that
Mrs.
there's
Dodds
some
is from-
monsters that just show up because Percy Jackson is son of Poseidon.
Yeah. But
And
some
there's
of them are
some
sent by
monsters that are sent by
Zeus.
Zeus, and some that are sent by Hades. Really
Yeah.
having a rough
Okay, so
time.
we're not really sure, but apparently Hades sent the Minotaur
Yes,
to
he
abduct
says-
his mother specifically.
Oh yeah, that was apparently the plan the whole time.
That makes a lot of sense. But we do get, like we said, no Oracle, no Clarice, and we do get that line about how no one's the only people who, or no, something about both Hercules and Orpheus have come back from Hades. So we get that line, and that's both from the book and from here. Was it also in the TV series? I think it was also mentioned in the TV series. So I think all three of them got that line.
But they weirdly enough kind of explain why there'd be any reason for the TV show to have them go find Hermes. In the movie, they explain to me,
Yeah.
oh, I kind of see why they went to go find Hermes, I guess. Because it says, like, he's the messenger of the gods and he safely gets in and out of Hades, of the underworld all the time. So
that's why they went to see Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, was that the reasoning? I can't remember what the reasoning was in the TV show for them to go find Hermes. It was always so weird.
I don't think it was clear, but the movie explains it to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, if you put together the two things, then I can kind of see.
But yet that's not even in the book anyways. None of those.
No.
None of that's in the book.
No.
So somehow the movie and the TV show took on some sort of point to that. Maybe it's from mythology and used it. That's not from the book.
Yeah. Maybe other heroes went to Hermes for help because of that same reason.
But here they decide to take quite a left turn. And instead of just saying, oh, here's the oracle, here's the prophecy, and now we know we need to go this way and we're going to head this way. They're like, oh, we're going to find pearls because, see, Persephone, she has lots of lovers and they can get in.
Yeah.
But they can't get out without the pearls, so she hides the pearls for them. Like, so now we have this whole side storyline where Persephone
is Medusa one of her lovers? She's wearing the pearl.
No,
it's
I
not
think
just in her lair. She's actively wearing it.
Yeah, but we can't reuse the pearls. So she just has another one just in case she wants to go visit Persephone.
Yeah, for the next time.
Maybe. Totally.
I mean, so funny.
Uma Thurman and Rosario Dawson. Why not?
I was like,
it's crazy how they got so many actually good actors in this. Pierce Brosnan, Uma Thurman, Rosario Dawson, and then they didn't even do a good job doing their parts particularly.
No,
or maybe they did a good job for what they were told to do. I don't know. Anyway, so
probably
so this
they were doing what they were told, and
yeah, I don't know. This is why a lot of people hated the movie, was because suddenly this whole pearl thing came in.
Yep,
and that's why I think that I wonder if the movie would be liked better if they gave them a prophecy and they just happened to bump into Auntie M's and
right.
So I don't know.
Hydra for some reason.
Yeah, so they do take a bus.
Yes,
but no fighting Mrs. Dodds. So they just get off the bus. Oh, and they do get
but
the
they
shoes.
also know exactly where they're going. They have a map. It tells them to go.
It does tell them exactly where to go.
Exactly where to go.
So that's okay. Again, okay, I don't know.
Yeah, they do have the shoes.
They get
also,
the shoes.
Percy just uses the shoes
Yeah.
the whole time. He even uses them at the end to fight Luke.
Yeah.
He just uses them.
So
they're not.
Luke gives him shoes that help. But then he also gives him a shield, and when he gave him the shield, I was like, "What?" And I totally forgot that the lightning bolt was in the shield. That takes out the whole necessity of Ares giving them the backpack.
I forgot when we got down to Hades. Like, I was watching the movie, and they got down there.
You're like,
and Percy says, "I don't have the lightning bolt," and I was like,
"Me too."
Wait, I don't remember how this happened.
Me too. I was like, wait, how do we get out of this?
What are we doing?
Does he just steal his mom and run away and then find the lightning bolt somewhere? Like, I couldn't remember at all.
Kill him, and then he steals it from Luke. I can't remember what happened.
Yeah, so it does make sense that Luke wants to get the lightning bolt to Hades if that's what he wanted to do, and he gives him the option to take him. That's actually very smart.
Yeah.
But it's also like, you could have very easily bumped into Ares and have Ares like rescue them from something and hand them a backpack.
Then you have to explain, either Ares is the bad guy and he's working with Luke.
Oh, you'd have to throw all that.
Or you'd have to explain why is Ares doing this.
Well, they could all three be working together: Ares, Luke, and Hades. I mean, that would make sense.
Why not?
Yeah, because Ares wants war, apparently.
And Hades wants power. And Luke, he wants them to all fight because he has daddy issues. So.
Yes, good. Yeah. So we got that. They know they have to go to Auntie M's.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the deal. Auntie M's is done almost exactly like the set is exactly how the book describes.
It's creepy. There's all these statues
and the statues in the front, and then the statues out back. That whole back thing is exactly like. Yeah. So let me just tell you, because I had a big thing about this on the TV series. Yeah. Like, I love the way they did it in the TV series, but it's not the book. And this was the book. And so my heart was happy for that.
That it is a young, attractive woman and not an old.
No,
lady.
But she does have a turban on her head.
Yep. Except for the other lady from the book, she doesn't have a turban. She has she's wearing like a veil.
Like, she has like a turban with a veil.
I don't think it's a turban.
Oh. See, we didn't put the book in here because we weren't really comparing to the
it's
book.
Not like a turban like that type of turban.
Oh.
Like Quirrell or the one in the movie.
Yeah.
Turban. It's more like the kind of headscarf. Like a headscarf that you would wear as a Muslim woman. Which is like more loosely wrapped. It's not like...
Yeah, that's the idea you get from the book.
Very much so. Because Percy says that he thinks she must be Middle Eastern or something.
That's right.
It's not like the same type of... I don't know. It's just different.
So she still did it differently.
And kind of has a veil over her face a bit.
Yeah. Here she has sunglasses.
Yep.
Okay, so obviously we get this. So we get that similarity, but then we get some woman running around freaking out.
Yeah.
It was very horror. It was very horror movie-esque, you know?
All running.
And then when he pulls out his phone, I laughed out loud.
Yeah.
Big time. I was like,
also,
what?
Phones don't look like that. Like, you couldn't use... I mean, you could use the camera...
No, but back then, maybe.
That's exactly what they looked like. They were like rounded instead of flat.
Yeah.
And they were like this shiny, reflective metal. But that hasn't been a phone for so many years that I'm like, this is so funny.
and he has a phone.
So funny. I just couldn't get over it.
So we don't get Grover flying in with his shoes because he's not wearing the shoes, but we do get her driving in. We do get Annabeth and Grover driving in with a distraction with the truck. So there's a similarity there. And then, but he ends up cutting off her head without the reflection. He just walks up behind her.
Sees him in the phone right before he cuts off her head.
Which again is a minor point, and it's kind of funny almost if they wanted to if they were like almost making a funny joke to refer to the book. But
maybe.
I don't know. But that happened.
So odd.
But I would like to say, in general, that scene was more closer to the
and she has
book than the TV show.
She has this like trance that she can put over with your voice, which is
in
also
the book,
similar to the book. She can you can lull them into like the sleepy state of like security.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
Did you make some notes about not liking her acting?
No.
I thought you said something to me about not liking her acting or something.
Oh, I found it really cringy when she's like all up in Percy's face and it's like being weird.
Yeah, and the way she was jerking her head, which I guess maybe is what happens when you have a whole bunch of snakes pulling on your head. Maybe. Yeah. It was weird.
I wouldn't find it wasn't like her acting, like she was acting like, I don't know, like fine. It just was like hard to watch, I guess.
Oh, I had a hard time watching. And did you see the little snake try to go up his nose?
Yeah.
That was Yeah, the whole snakes being all over on their faces was weird.
Yeah.
Like, just take a few steps back, Percy. Gosh.
For sure.
So we go to Nashville instead of St. Louis.
Right, for no reason. And also
Maybe
we
it
fight
was
a
cheaper?
whole different monster.
It's also
a
a Greek-
Hydra, which is from a
different book. Yeah,
book.
that's what I was going to say. That's the only thing from a different book. No, but maybe because it's a Greek, so that is true. There is really a what's it called, Parthenon in Nashville, because I went there with my friend Kara.
Yeah.
She took me there. It was so cool. I didn't go inside though.
Did I just think it was
Why
more
did I not go inside?
Greeky?
I wanted to go. Now I want to go inside because I want to see, is there a big statue of Athena, or is that only a movieism?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, so they wanted to make it more Greek because, the St. Louis Arch isn't Greek. And maybe they thought, listen, if you're going to hide pearls somewhere, you're not going to hide it in the St. Louis Arch. So they changed it for their story.
That's Athena's, you can make it make sense perfectly fine. It's Athena's temple.
Yeah, but it makes more sense for Athena to have a temple in the Parthenon in Tennessee.
Whatever.
I mean, it's an art. It's like, whatever. I'm just saying.
It's a feat of intense engineering and math.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. It's also not Athena's. That's only a TV series thing. It has nothing to do with Athena. It's not a temple in the book.
You're right. However, I'm pretty sure it's still created by a child of
Athena. Okay, yeah. So
or maybe it's just hinted at that it is. Maybe they don't say for sure.
I don't remember.
We forgot to mention that we do see Gabe on TV.
Oh yeah. Wait.
Before the Hydra fight.
Really? No, it's afterwards.
It happens multiple times. It's before.
The first time they see it is when they're in the motel. No?
I was pretty sure that was the second time they saw it.
And they had the head. Oh yeah, yeah. They had the head. That's right. It was after Medusa. They had the head in them. Wow, I didn't write that down at all.
You forgot the whole thing of them going to the motel?
Oh no. Sorry. I thought I was jumping ahead thinking that's where we were at, but yeah, we're driving. First of all, we have a car.
Yeah, this is different because they're not children.
Yeah, so they can actually drive instead of having to take buses. So we have a car all the way through this whole thing. So that's a difference.
Yeah, that was definitely very different.
And they have the conversation here about Poseidon and Athena.
Yep.
So that happens, and then they get then they get the motel.
Yep.
And Grover chews a can.
He does. Not only that, later on he makes goat noises. I wrote it down.
Yes, a few times.
Yeah,
a couple times. Grover, that made my heart very happy. So that's what I'm saying. There's a few things that make my heart happy, and that's one of them.
Him eating a can and him making goat noises.
Yeah. So that was. Yeah.
But they do see Gabe on the TV though, and they find out that they're fugitives and stuff. And they do that in a way in the TV show, but it's only after the St. Louis Arch thing, and it's
just about the St. Louis Arch, right?
Because of the St. Louis Arch. And then we get Ares showing Gabe.
Oh, that's right, we do.
His phone, but still, it's just like a little tiny part. We don't get to really see how terrible he's being. I'm just saying, Gabe being on the TV a few times, and he's being truly terrible. He's saying, Percy can out his mother.
Yeah.
Percy, whatever. Which
he also says with all the alcohol and drugs he got into, right?
Yeah.
So they're trying to show you how terrible Gabe is.
He's really doing it. But then after all that, they don't even kill him at the end. I know. He just breaks up. They just leaves him. Get a divorce, and I was like, okay, so you make him awful, but then we don't even get the satisfaction of him dying.
That's very true. So we definitely like the TV show better. But I did like the fact that both the TV show and this is a comparison, those two, and the movie did make this Athena's temple. Yeah. They made the St. Louis Arch Athena's temple, and they made this Parthenon Athena's temple because they put her statue in there, which I don't know if it actually is or not. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting.
Definitely.
This is also where we get the first water power showing. Yeah. Just like with the arch, he gets this. Well, see, there we think it's just the dad reaching up and grabbing him.
No, that's the TV show. Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, TV show, sorry.
But we're forgetting that in both the TV show and the books, we get the toilet scene. It just doesn't happen in the movie.
Oh, okay, fine. Yeah, and he's not really connecting at that point, though. So, but here he purposely tries to get the water fountains to explode, and he uses his water power more. Yeah. So it's a thing.
Yeah. So that was cool.
And we have the Hydra. Because why not?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
No reason.
No, they could have put a chimera. Literally. They're no reason. It's so hard to make a chimera. Let's make
something with a more head.
Four-headed. Was it 4-headed, then it turns into 8?
No, I think it was
5-headed and then turned into
5.
10, something like that.
Yeah, because he
And
said
of course,
the one in the middle blows fire, so it was 5 heads.
they wait until he cuts off all the necks to tell him, oh, by the way, when you cut. I know she was yelling no, but
Yeah,
she could have tried a little harder.
probably. Probably a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so we get that. That whole Hydra thing happens.
They fight. Then at the end, after all of the fighting, it's just the Medusa head that saves them.
Yeah.
Really could have just done that from the beginning.
So can I just say, though, how smart are they for taking the Medusa head with them?
Yes.
Like this is the best weapon ever.
It does make sense. Yeah.
Although, did anybody explain to the mortals how a stone Hydra showed up overnight in the Parthenon?
They just leave and then just don't think about it again. No, we do see it on the news, like the next morning, or over the radio or something. There's like in the background you hear
I don't.
This mysterious thing.
No, it's the
mysterious statue has shown up in the middle of the Parthenon. What is it?
No, I thought they were going to say that too. Oh. It starts out with this mysterious, and I thought they were going to say the Hydra. That's where my mind went to. So, it starts talking about this cloud.
Oh,
that starts surrounding, starting from Europe of all places, and comes this way. And I'm like, why? Because
I did write about that.
Because they're now in. Why is it starting from Europe?
I don't know.
That's not where
They also haven't seen each other in years. Maybe they do live there. They're only here because it's where Perseus.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe the portal to Olympus
actually takes them to
Greece
or whatever. Yeah, so isn't it funny that you thought that, because I literally was sure they were going to say something about the Hydra statue, and then they talked about a cloud.
That's right.
That's taking over the whole world. And did you hear, they're like, we're evacuating everybody, and I'm like, oh, later on it says the cloud has now covered North America. A lot of states are requiring mandatory evacuation. I'm like, where are you going? It's like the cloud has covered North America. Where are you going?
It's like one giant storm cloud with no end. So it is definitely mysterious.
Okay, so the map takes them to the Lotus Casino. Do we miss anything in between? Oh yeah, so we have no Ares.
Mm-hmm.
We have no God buying them cheeseburgers.
Mm-hmm.
We have no going to the water park.
Yep.
Again, I understand they can't put it all in a movie, so fine.
Yeah, honestly, cutting out Ares is a cut that I would have completely understood.
Yeah,
for
out of everything. Yeah,
it could have just been Luke who gives him the lightning bolt at the beginning.
I can see this being okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd much rather the Lotus Casino than the water park.
Yeah.
And they probably took one look at all the spiders and said we couldn't do it. So the Lotus Casino, while it does have the whole poker part of it, it also has
a crazy amusement indoor
amusement park and all of the games and the pinball machines. So they did include that, which was really cool.
Yes, but it's also, again, way too crowded. There's not supposed to be...
Way too crowded.
There's not supposed to be this many people here.
No.
What is up with that?
And they're all in modern clothes for that time period, too.
You know how much money you could have saved not having that many extras?
I thought the same thing at the Parthenon, by the way.
It's a saving thing.
Not that many people are at that Parthenon every single day. You could have cut out 2/3 of those people.
For sure. I was thinking, because you were hearing the thing... Oh, no, you weren't hearing the thing about the storm right then. But I was thinking, when I was watching the movie, when they got to that scene, in my head I was like, oh man, all of this would be destroyed if the War of the Gods happens. I think it's trying to show look how nice and happy everyone is. Look at what's at stake here.
Maybe.
If it goes wrong.
But again, all those extras,
totally could have just been cut right out.
Yeah. And then this Lotus Casino, so they're handed lotus flowers to eat. That's not in either the book or it's not in the TV series for sure, because it's pumped in. They say don't eat anything.
They say don't eat anything, but then they find out it's pumped in the air.
So what happens in the book? Do they eat things? I can't remember. I don't think they eat anything.
It's the entire place. It's not like something in the air or something you eat.
You just go in and the place changes you. Yeah.
It's just so enticing.
We don't get an idea. Say from the TV series, we get the idea that it's pumped into the air.
Yeah.
From the book, we don't get the idea of how it just happens.
Yeah.
But they're literally handed lotus flowers. Yeah. And you don't think that Annabeth would be like, lotus flowers, don't eat them.
Yeah, you would think.
So that was funny. But again, they're not, I don't know. In the book, they didn't walk in thinking, oh, Lotus Casino, this is scary.
So interesting, because both the TV show and the movie do this thing where the Lotus Casino is a place they have to go to. But the book, it's just a random trap that's just set up
They
because
happen to be
there's
walking by, and the
traps.
guy's like, "Do you want to come and get some good AC and some water or whatever?" And they're like, "Oh my
Yes.
gosh, that sounds good."
Yes, because
Interesting, yeah.
they're now in Vegas and they have no
But
ride
they feel like they
further.
can't pull that off. They feel like they can't pull off a doorman saying, "Hey kids, do you want to come and take a
I
break?"
don't know why they do this in both of them.
Maybe they're like, those kids are not that stupid.
Yeah, I guess in the TV show, that's maybe what they're thinking.
I don't know, but yeah, you're right. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So we get the whole thing where they all get distracted and they're like, "We're having fun." Da 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 da. The only
Right.
thing weird and different in this thing is that Grover is surrounded by a bunch of girls, and again, he's being a girl thing, but that's fine. We already got that as the theme.
Also, he gets his hooves painted red, which was hilarious.
That was
That was really funny.
And then he sees Darren, even though he doesn't say his name is Darren.
Yep.
And he
they
says
do
from
have that
1971.
proper- yeah, I put like they hit the time thing more accurately. Like the
Yes.
way he finds out that they're losing time or that this place is a time trap, they hit it perfectly.
It's done differently though, because in here Poseidon's voice tells him, "Hey, stop eating the flowers."
We haven't even
and
touched
there-
on the fact that Poseidon's
like
voice
talking
was,
to
like,
him this
guiding
whole
through
time.
This entire thing.
Well, yeah, because Poseidon's not allowed to. Well, we can get to that at the end when we discover that. So this is very close to the book,
Yes.
and I was all happy to see that.
Yeah.
So good. But then they get out driving the car because they need a car.
And they skip the DA records just
Also,
like they do.
They don't need to fight the people to get out in the book. They're just like, "Oh, we're so sad that you're leaving."
They do try to entice them. They're like, "Oh, we were just about to upgrade you to the next level, platinum gold. A new floor just opened."
But they're not beating them up and holding them prisoner.
No.
That was like, okay, fine. Plot. I mean, they just wanted something to make it more exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Not plot, sorry. Entertainment value.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
We're going to skip the whole Procrustes fight, so they were like, well, let's just make this.
Right. So we skipped the whole Procrustes, which is totally okay with me. If we're going to skip something, like I said.
But they also skipped DA record, like the record
But there's no Santa Monica, and there's no seeing Dad because Dad's not allowed to talk to him.
And they already have the pearls.
So what happens is they go to the Hollywood sign.
Yep.
And the mountain crumbles open and they walk in. And that's it.
Yep. And then they do see Charon down there. And as we talked about before, he's the same actor who plays Procrustes in the TV show.
So both of them let them in. Well, actually, Procrustes doesn't. But I do think it's funny how he just like blows up the $100 and whatever that Grover gives them, and then he takes the drachmas and like, okay, get him. Yeah. We do get the river of whatever. Now we do get the river
way different.
Different, so it's like floating in
the air, and also Percy could just like reach out,
picks up something,
grab it. You're not supposed to be able to touch it.
So it's interesting. So they mess that up. We have the river in the TV series, but they don't explain what it is and say you
also
can't touch it.
It doesn't make any sense because the river's on this
on the wrong side. Yeah.
Like,
so we do get it right that they're crossing through this river. That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
You're not supposed to touch it and grab things out of it.
Definitely
and it didn't really look like a river.
Float over the sky. It reminded me of like that Disney ride where you're like going over like the city, like the oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
When you're going over London and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what like the river like above the city, like you're above the city, above Hades, above the underworld, and you're seeing it from above. I was like, this is odd, but okay.
Yeah, they show Hades. They show the underworld just like very much like everyone's being tortured.
Yeah, they don't even like show like except over there, the good place.
Yeah.
You know?
So fine. They make it hell.
Yeah.
They make it hell. They don't make it the Greek underworld.
Yeah.
And then he takes them right to Hades' doorstep and says, "Oh, this is as far as I'm going to take you."
Where
I'm like,
that's where they want to go.
That's exactly where they want to go.
You want to like walk us inside? Like what?
That was kind of funny.
Also, there's no Cerberus, but there's just like hellhounds instead. But
there's three of them. Okay. Yeah, Hades is definitely scary. So they got that part right.
Yeah. But also, he's a normal. Like, he has a normal form.
Yeah, normal form and scary form.
And then he's a scary form.
See, because they're definitely making this more hell and devil.
Yeah,
where that's not how it is in the Greek, I don't think.
With his leather jacket and guitar, I was like, is he supposed to be Hades and Ares? Like, are we also putting two characters together again?
Well, like Grover called him Mick Jagger. His Mick Jagger look. Definitely was very Mick Jagger. But he was like more of a scarier, like intimidating person than our Hades from the TV series.
However, he's also the bad guy.
And he's the bad guy, which he's kind of the bad guy-ish.
But here's the thing: in the book and the TV show,
he doesn't want to war.
The thing is the only reason why he's sending monsters after Percy doing all this stuff is because he thinks he has his helmet.
That's right.
The Helm of Darkness is missing, which we don't know about till the very end. And that's why we're so suspicious of him, because he is chasing Percy. He is trying to get him, but not for the lightning bolt. He doesn't want the lightning bolt.
Right.
But then once it's down there, he's like, well, it's already here. I might as well take it. But
yeah, so he's not a bad guy in those. So that is a difference. And like, whatever. And then we have this whole line because they want to make Persephone hate Hades, which is not the way it is in the book. We don't even see Persephone.
No, but it is one version of Greek mythology. Basically is split on this. It's either she's there against her will, in the 6 months she has to be there, she hates it, and she was tricked into eating the seeds, etc., etc.
Right.
The other version is that while she was brought down there, she was basically kidnapped. Once she was down there, she did fall in love with Hades, and when Demeter finally found her and came to rescue her, she took the seeds on purpose
to stay down there.
But she only took 6 of them because she, of course, loves her mom and wants to not be down there all the time. But also Demeter was throwing a giant fit and killing all the crops. So she was like, for the health of all of the humans on the planet, I have to at least give them 6 months, which is supposed to be spring and summer. Of like good crop. Because
she's the goddess of summer, isn't she? Or the goddess of springtime? Persephone?
Flowers? I can't remember.
Something having to do with spring or summer. So so they're using that version of Persephone of like her hating Hades, but she also happens to just be really into sleeping with people.
Yeah.
Why not? So so they throw in that whole line, which is like, again, unnecessary. They sexualize this movie a little too much. So
yeah, which is crazy because apparently per the emails between Rick and the producers back when this movie was in production, it was worse. He actually begged them to tone it down, and apparently they did tone it down. So just imagine that this is the toned down version.
He's like, my readers are all 11 years old, and they're gonna watch this movie. Please be nice. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Genuinely, because he says so they sent him. So he says please tone this stuff down, and then they resent him the script or whatever, and then the next email he sends, he's like, okay, I see that you did tone it down. And I remember Mike from News Limpy, when he's reading these emails, he's like, oh, so they did. So this was the toned down version, and God forbid what it was before.
That's crazy.
So, yeah.
The only last thing on this is, okay, so they leave with the pearls, right? But they take the mom this time. And the reason why they take the mom is because they made Hades so bad, there's no way he would have returned her.
Nope. 0% chance.
So both the TV show and the book have them leaving the mom behind because he knows that Hades is not gonna kill his mom.
He knows that if he gets the helm back. I don't even know if it's because
that's right. He knows if he gets the helm back that it'll be fine. But he also knows that Hades in general, he gets the idea, I think, that his mom will be okay.
Yeah.
But here they have to take the mom. So they leave Grover behind.
Yeah. In the book, I genuinely think I wouldn't trust Hades with the mom, except for that you get the impression in the book that he's impressed that Percy's willing to leave his mom behind and not sacrifice his friends. So you get a little bit of begrudging respect, but he was gonna kill them all.
Oh yeah. Well, Hades has no problem killing people.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, Hades in the book was at the end was well, yeah, I'm gonna kill you all now. Here's my skeletons.
Yeah,
and then they were like, gotta go. But then Percy,
and he says, "I'll bring your helmet.
I'll bring your helmet." And and then we can talk about the whole mom situation. And then he does end up doing it because he likes to repay his debts, which is the whole thing about.
Well, I think if he would have taken his mom and left someone behind, like they do in the book, Hades would have killed the person left behind.
Yeah,
that would have just been it.
Yeah.
So,
but considering he never, there was still that bargain in place of bring me the helmet and give you your mom back. That was still in place, and he says, "I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get the helmet."
Exactly. So they go, and then they decide they're going to the Empire States Building. So here is when they decide to put the Luke fight here instead of at the end when they go back to camp.
And Luke and Animus do fight a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like in
Can I just tell you, I skipped the whole
show.
The minute they started fighting, I was like, oh my God.
It's really long.
This. It's so long. So I just fast forward. I didn't watch the fight.
I didn't watch it. I just had an AirPod in and I was cooking or something. And I just listened for any specific lines that stood out or anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. It was
nothing stood out. I just remember being so annoyed last time I watched it. I just didn't want to watch it again.
Long.
Yeah, it's way too much. It was unnecessary. Again, again, when you come to something like this, it's like the Harry Potter movie, the Goblet of Fire, where they have the whole dragon chasing him all over.
Yeah.
It's like all that time we could have put something else in that was missing from the book, and that's the same with this scene, you know.
Yeah.
Like you could have had a whole area scene.
And they're
if you
also
wanted
fighting
to.
each other with the lightning bolt, which is kind of insane.
Yeah, I don't think you're supposed to touch the lightning bolt, are you? Or can you?
No.
Oh, they
You
have
can
it
touch it, but I
differently.
don't
But he's
think
holding like the
demigod
pure
could
energy.
use it.
Yeah, that's
I don't
weird.
know.
Anyways, they have the whole fight. Now, I'll be honest. Luke is pretty smart in the movie to try to stop him before he gets to Olympus with the lightning bolt. That is smart.
Yeah, but I don't think Luke in either the TV show or the book knows where, like, at what point he's at. But I guess, but also, like, it's hard for him to just leave camp. He can't just leave camp.
Yeah.
When he leaves camp,
he leaves for good.
Not coming back. Like,
I don't know, that special sword he has just like opens a portal in the air. He could have left and come back.
I'm just saying, for him to steal the lightning bolt, even when he went to steal the lightning bolt and stuff.
He did it when they were visiting.
When they were already visiting. He can't just like be popping in and out of camp whenever he wants.
Yeah. So he goes and fights them there, and it's fine, whatever. It's the stupidest part one of the stupidest part in the whole movie. So.
Yeah, it was definitely long and not
annoying.
Even good.
Then they had like 2 minutes or something. So they get in the elevator, which is like supersonic or something. Like, what? They all like almost die. And then when it opens up, it's just like in the TV series. It's like this elevator kind of like in the middle of nowhere with this like pathway, you know, like not attached to any building. So I thought that was cool. It's the same. Yep. I think it maybe even described that way in the book. So they all three did the same thing.
Yep, I think so. But then Olympus is a lot more gold.
I couldn't see it very well on my TV. Yeah, okay. It was just dark.
It was just so dark and gray, specifically in the TV show.
Yeah, it really was dark and gray, like the actual stones and everything.
No, there was like gold pillars and stuff. Like it was better.
Okay, good.
I think it was a better set.
Yeah.
And then all the gods are there,
and they're all big.
For some reason, and they're all big.
Well, were they not all there?
No,
it was just Poseidon and Zeus.
It's supposed to be just two of them.
Okay. Which in a way is kind of cool, because I was like, ooh, which one's what? Which one, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't figure
them
all out.
And this Athena doesn't hate her daughter for no reason.
Yeah, which is nice.
She says she's proud of her.
Yeah,
although what did she even do? I don't know.
What did Annabeth do the whole time? She did run into Medusa with the car.
Yeah.
Did she do anything else in this whole movie? She could fight people really well
with a sword, not a dagger.
Not a dagger. Oh, that's right. I forgot. And she does not have an invisibility cap from Mom, because how could she? Because Mom hasn't been able to talk to her.
Right.
Ever since Percy was born, which was before Annabeth, right? Because he's older? No,
I think they're the same age.
No. Okay.
Well, they're close. I don't know when they're.
Apparently, it's all Poseidon's fault that Zeus won't let them.
Talk because
he was loving his son.
Because he was loving his
wife and
wife, but he was too invested in Sally and Percy's lives.
Yeah,
and so it's because of him.
Yeah, and so then none of them can ever talk to their children again. Like, no wonder. And honestly, that makes me understand Luke a lot more.
Luke's like, this is all Percy's fault.
Yeah.
Before Percy came, I was talking to my dad all the time. Because Luke's older. Well, I guess not in this. I guess he's the same age as them.
Oh, it's hard to tell. He could be a couple years older.
Maybe, but they never say. So
yeah,
they never indicate it at all.
I mean, he does have this really big cabin with.
No, he's just been at camp longer, but that doesn't mean he's older.
Yeah. So they do have the gods are big, and then he comes in with the bowl, and the guy's like, and Zeus is like, you still stole it, and he says, I'm not the lightning thief. And by the way, they say the words lightning thief
like 4 times,
maybe more than that in this whole movie.
Yeah, maybe.
And then he goes, 6. Why? And then he says he blames it on Luke, and everybody just believes him.
Yeah, that was it. He was like, no,
that's my son. And they're like, oh, they're
God of thieves,
of course. Yeah, and that was it. It was like, oh, that's good. You're wonderful. And then all he asks for at the end is, can I have Grover back?
Oh yeah. Can someone save Grover, please?
Yeah. Like, no one can ever come out of Hades, the underworld. Oh, but I'll get Grover for you. I guess he wasn't really in the underworld. I don't know.
No, but he was.
He was.
Where else would he be?
Yeah. So, okay, good. He gets Grover back.
Yeah.
And then they're at the camp. And can I just point out that even when Annabeth and Percy are playing swords fights, I'm sword fighting, they have the worst sword fight choreography I've ever seen in any movie.
Really bad.
I mean, the amount of times she just points her sword right at him, and he could have chopped her legs off. Like, I just go,
It's not
What
good
is
at
this?
all.
I'm not a sword fighter, okay? But I'm sure
Well,
that
I've
was bad.
seen videos of sword
Yeah.
fighting, and it looks nothing like
I'm
that.
sure it was bad sword fighting.
Oh my god, yeah, it was not good at all.
So I don't think they had a good sword fight choreography
What I
person.
like to imagine is that all of these kids are just thrown into this camp. No one actually teaches them how to use the sword. So her being better than everyone is just like doesn't really mean much.
I think she's just ruthless. They're scared they're going to get their head chopped off because her sword is flying everywhere.
She just has no regard
Yeah.
for human life.
And so they're just scared of her. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, because none of them know how to fight well at all. And I don't think anyone's training them. I think
No.
they're just given swords and they're like, all right, have fun.
I mean, even the archers, like the first thing you learn in archery is don't do it somewhere where no one's going to walk in front of your arrows.
Yeah.
And they're just
Well,
right
there's
there.
one staff member. It's Chiron. There's no one else, and he's I don't know what he's running around with his Cyclops. With his
centaurs.
With his centaur buddies.
It's the very end there when he tells them, "I'm so proud of you for breaking all the rules."
Yeah.
He's like telling them to run faster when they're running on that like overhead, like they're like monkey bars, but they're on top of them. That type of thing, you know. Anyways, so he's there yelling at them to run faster.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no real training that we see at any point of time. Really.
And then for a second I really thought they were gonna kiss. I was just as distracted as Percy was, and I was like, really?
Yeah, I can remember. I was like, did
they really kiss?
First one?
And then she steals a sword, and I was like, oh, smart Annabeth.
Yeah, the one.
That was the real Annabeth moment.
Yes, that was. That definitely was.
So the only one.
Yeah.
Was she actually smart anytime in them?
She would like say smart things, but her actions really would not.
I just can't think of anything smart she said, but
I mean, she knew that the Hydra had.
Oh, that's right.
There's a few other times. I remember there's a few times that I was like, I can see that they're showing that she's the daughter of Athena, but then she's just like not doing anything ever.
Yeah. Like she just stands there. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then we find out from his mom that she kicked out Gabe. I will say that this is not a good thing. Sally and Percy in this do not have great mom and son chemistry.
No, not really at all.
Sally wasn't a good Sally. Sally in the TV show was much better Sally.
She's
even though I complained
like
a lot.
Haggard, is that the right word? Like she looks like
she's had a rough time in things. Yeah.
Like you get that very easily from her. So there's that, but that's pretty much it.
I wasn't impressed with her acting skills.
Yeah.
She could have done a better job. She was trying to be more like the Sally in the book than the TV series Sally was, but she wasn't doing a good job in it. So therefore,
yeah, we also just get so little of her. Like this is the reason why all those extra scenes in the TV show make sense to me. That all the extra like Percy and Sally flashbacks and stuff. It's because you don't realize in the book, but you see her for such little time. You see her a teeny bit in the beginning and a teeny bit at the end, but you're in Percy's head, so he's thinking about her all the time.
Yeah.
And
also,
so you feel like you know her and you love her, but you really see her so little on the page.
And how much do you? I just sometimes I get mixed up because I've read the book so many times that like I have certain views about some of the characters that I think is really from reading all of the books and then going back, right?
Probably.
Because I don't know if in the first book did I love Sally as much as I do now because I read the first book she's amazing in the fifth book. You know, like there's so many.
But think about the newest Olympian. When he
loves Sally
like 2
right away.
chapters in or whatever, and he's like, "Oh my god, like I love her."
That's true.
Like you do love her right away.
Yeah.
Just the way he describes her and the way he talks about their relationship and stuff is. I mean, we know that Rick has this amazing ability to like make you either love or hate a character in about 2 sentences flat.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, we should probably end this because we're running on the long side.
Yeah.
When it comes to like any questions that we have, here's my question for you, and the listeners can also give us their answers. What was your favorite part of this movie?
We're gonna have to look at my notes.
Oh,
it's hard to say. It's all sucked.
My favorite part of the movie was when Grover ate the can. So excited. Which goes to show how sucky the movie is. But no.
Yeah.
But still, you heard me say I love the fact that the Guardian Emporium looked like the Guardian Emporium.
I was going to say, like, maybe that set is my favorite part.
I love the fact that we saw Daryl or Darren, and he said he was from 1971.
Yep.
So and I
Maybe
think the
my
only
favorite
thing
part is when Gabe gets called a bald-headed freak. Maybe
There
that's
you
my
go.
favorite part of the whole
I do
thing.
like that they beat up Gabe.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I enjoyed that.
It was pretty funny.
So there was that. Okay, good. And then what was your least favorite part of the movie?
See, another very hard question for a different reason.
I know. Okay.
There was like the scene between, I think it's the whole like Percy fighting people and then like being healed and then grabbing the flag and like the whole party like afterwards. That whole area was so terrible that I literally wrote, I truly forgot how terrible this movie is. Barf for real. It's actually hard to watch. So whatever was happening,
Is it because Percy's all like full of himself? Like
yeah,
he
and
like
then-
walks around like I'm so cool and then grabs the flag and of course, can I just point out the flag's been sitting there this whole time? All of his team has come up. Not a single one grabs the flag while he's distracting
Also,
Annabeth.
you're to capture the flag, you have to get it back to your base. Like they don't even know the rules. And then like the whole interaction with Annabeth and then the whole party and Grover at the party, just everything was just so bad that I was like, okay, I want to skip, but I need to watch this because I need to make sure if anything important happens, I don't miss it.
Yeah.
So
that's
I guess
crazy.
that whole scene,
That
because
must
I
have
had
been
to actually write down how terrible it was.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Good. So that was your scene. I kind of have a mix between like it's not a particular thing. It's more the way they did this. The changing the plot to the pearls, having to find the pearls. I think ruined the movie more than anything. And then the second thing is Grover.
Just everything about Grover.
See, you go to the TV series and I love Grover so much. And I love Grover in the book. And I do think there is a difference between them.
But you can still love them
But
both.
you still love him.
It's like Sally.
I can't handle this Grover.
It's like Sally in the TV show. While she's not Sally from the book, at least you don't hate her. Like, oh my god.
I can't handle this Grover. He's so messed up.
Yeah.
So messed up. So there you go. Those are my worst. Okay, good. That's our questions. You should let us know, listeners, what your favorites and worsts are. We do need to let you know that Brianna and I are volunteers for a big Christmas village in our local community, which takes up a good portion of our November because we have to build the village every single year.
All of November.
Yeah, it's like every weekend, all evening. So our extra time is going to be taken up on that. So we are going to be taking a break. And now,
which is fine because what do we have left anyway?
All we have left is the musical to cover, unless we can think of more things. Which, hey, listen, if you in this time have caught up with all of our things and you have ideas of what else we can do while we're waiting for the TV series, we look forward to your suggestions. But other than the musical, we don't know what else we're going to do. We can try to think of more things until season 2 comes out. But so we definitely will not have anything coming out in November.
And probably December and maybe January because then I'll have my baby.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Maybe we might have an episode come out in December.
We might get an episode out in December.
Yeah.
For you guys. Just so people don't forget about us.
Yeah. But probably not January.
All 23 of our listeners.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So yeah, so that's going to happen. So we're sad to disappear for a while, but we'll come back to you guys as soon as we can.
Yeah.
Okay, now.
Good. Now you can find us on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and Threads at Camp Comparisons Podcast. That you can give us the suggestions for what we do next.
Please do.
There. If you have longer thoughts about what we should do next, like a very long 20-point list.
Or if you want to complain about the movie.
Or if you want to...
After listening to everything we've said.
Yeah.
Long thoughts.
If the thing you hate most about the movie is so long it's not going to fit in a DM easily, email us at campcomparisons@gmail.com.
Yeah. And you know what? If you're here and enjoying us, we would absolutely love it if you did the following. Make sure you're following our podcast. Make sure you've given us a review and rated the podcast. When we put things on social media, give us a like or comment. And you can also tell people about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably have someone else in your life you talk to Percy Jackson things about or have in the past.
Yeah. So
text them. Tell them about our podcast.
All right, good. Until next time.
See you at camp.
Bye.
Bye.